Hello again everyone, Saka here and welcome back to Planet Zoo, and we're looking at our male Bornean orangutan because the community challenge as of now is to breed some Bornean orangutans, breed 10,000 bronze rated Bornean orangutans, and unfortunately all we have is a male. Now he is happy and content. But when I look at the animal trading for some females, I have the filters already up, you can see that unfortunately the female Bornean orangutans are in rare supply. Only 2 are available on the entire market. One is just out of our price range, and the other one is way out of our price range. So unfortunately we won't be able to participate in that community challenge too awful much. But what we can do is look and see if there are any new African elephants for us to add to our new exhibit, as we just got a couple of females but no male. So if we can find ourselves a male African elephant that is within our price range, that would be ideal. Now I don't believe we can find one. With all of these elephants here, I don't think they're going to be cheaper than $252. We might be able to get one by the end of the episode, but unfortunately, we've got 2 choices and they expire within the minute. So, yeah, I don't think any African elephant is in our cards. The next request that we had on the channel was African wild dogs. Now, we have plenty of space for said African dogs. In fact, if we wanted to put it, say, right here on this corner next to our... What shops do we have? I think we've got an energy station, we have an information center, and then we also have Pipshot Smoothies. So, not a bad draw. It's just a question of, do we have the ability to purchase African wild dogs? That is going to be the next big question. So let's take a look at the African wild dogs. If they're available for cash, that is going to be the best thing for us, and hopefully the African wild dogs can live in small packs. We can afford one. We can either do a male or a female. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there are any... Oh, there's a female for money. We'll go ahead and grab all the ones for money that we can. Jindayi. And nice stats as well. We'll adopt her from Frontier Zoo. Come on and adopt. Adopt, please. There we go. All right, so we have 1 female in the trading center. Let's look at the Zoopedia and see what their... So 2 to 27, that's fine. If we can just snag 1 male, we'll be okay. All right, let's take a look at the males, sort by the price, and see if we can find one on the cheap. That would be ideal for sure. A lot for 200. We can afford the 252. What kind of... That's 550. There's a male for 200 right there. Funsani. We'll go ahead and adopt Funsani from Zuko. All right, sweet. So we have a pair of African wild dogs, and that should be able to fit snugly where we need them. Let's go ahead and look at the negative impact on guests. Not a whole lot of negative impact here. We need a street sweeper over here to get some of the trash that has been built up, and in fact, some of these trash cans are indeed overflowing. So it might not hurt to do some more copying here and get some trash cans around the area for our intrepid street sweepers. That trash can is actually full. A lot of garbage here by the information center and the smoothie area, but that is fine. Hopefully a sweeper will make their way down here as soon as possible. So let's take a look then at the Zoopedia, at the dogs, see what they need to be happy. 12,500 feet squared, but no need for water or climbing, and just a grade 2 boundary. Are they shy by nature? No, they're confident, so they won't need to hide. I'll definitely do the one-way glass higher than 4 feet, probably 5 or 6 feet, and we'll get a 12,500 foot enclosure right over here. So I will lay that down and be right back. All right, African wild dogs are on their way. We have the 2-way glass here, 6 feet tall, and it's about 15,000 meters squared. Let's go ahead and say hello to all of our visiting players. We have AL Kingy back with a rhinoceros hat. We have Kixie Joe Hello, Kixie Joe. Unfortunately, we can't say hi to ourselves, but we can say hi to Wendy. We can say hi to Zook1119. We can say hi to Ricardo AC. We can say hi to NV McKenzie, back again, and Pete9670. So some regulars. Good to see everyone back. That's more conservation credits in our pocket, as we did happen to spend a lot of them, or the majority of them, on our African wild dogs. We also have cleanliness risk, unfortunately, in habitat number 6. All right, so that is definitely going to need a keeper. Keeper should be en route. That should be fine. Let's see the doggos and make sure that the dogs are nice and happy. They're going to have to run a long way. I don't think we put a trading center over here in the staff area. We've got the rest area, we have the keeper hut, and we have the vet clinic, but we don't have a storage facility. Let's actually go ahead and do that. Might as well. Staff, and then the, let's see, the trade center. That way we can get a trade center in here and they won't have to run so far. We'll also make sure that that's part of work zone number 3 here. No, actually work zone 2. Okay, so work zone 2 is extending quite well, but that should be fine. That way, if work zone 2 gets any animals in, they don't have far to go, and our African wild dogs are now in the enclosure, ready to go. So there is a Funsani, the male, and we have over here Jindayi, the female. All right, let's get your habitat all set up and ready to go. They do need some hard shelter, so let's start with that first and foremost. Let's get some bed and shelter. They might not need the biggest of the big. Let's try an 8x8 and see if that is good enough. Let's see if we can rotate it on the 45 and just put that there in the corner. I think that should be okay. All right, so that is their hard shelter requirement there. Now we just need to get some terrain, and we need to knock out all of this long grass. Let's get the short grass painted and get all of this business gone. Pretty much a savanna animal. They don't want to see a lot of long grass for sure. Now we just need some soil. Let's put down some heavy soil in the middle. And that will get rid of all of our long grass. We got a little bit of long grass there, but mostly soil. Everything is clever as far as their terrain is concerned. They don't need too many plants, but we'll put some African grassland plants down anywho. Let's go Africa and the biome for our grassland and see what we've got. Ooh, we've got baobab trees. And there we go, a nice big baobab. And that will sort of point people this way. And that's pretty much smack on the coverage there. All right, now we just need to get ourselves some enrichment items going. And some food and water as well. Let's sort by our African wild dog. All right, let's put a water pipe over here by the baobab tree. We'll get the large food tray down just in case we don't know any enrichment items here. And now we will go to our enrichment items and see what we do know. All right, so let's start off with a sprinkler by the area. So that's 50 of 115. Let's get a small colorful ball over here. So that is 100 out of 115. We need food, so we'll of course get a dog ball. 4 out of 8 there. Let's also get the bamboo feeder over here by the food trough as well. So that's going to be 93%. And a cardboard box, just so the dogs have something to do. There is 100% enrichment for the dogs. Hopefully that will make them nice and happy. And yeah, aside from the nutrition, they are all well and good. Very good to see. And they're just over, I mean, I say just over, but I mean 14,000 feet compared to the 13,000 feet. They're fine with really good enrichment. So it should only be a matter of time before we get some new African wild dogs. Let's go ahead and get some education going up around here. And I do believe we have power in this corner. So we can indeed do some duplicating. Get all of these people educated. That's right, everyone. Come and get educated on your African wild dog. All right, let's go ahead and get our signboard up. Our education stand, flip that right around like so. No, 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 no. That's not what we wanted to do at all. Putting it inside the exhibit might not be the smartest thing to do. Sure, they could see it, but that just looks a little weird. All right, African wild dog, there we go. All right. Vet research is done. Which vet research was this? This was the Formosan black bear and the Bornean orangutan. So we will keep both of our veterinarians on that task. And Habitat 17 is a cleanliness risk. Let's go ahead and call the keeper, who is actually feeding the hippos as of now. Hopefully our zookeeper here, Phyllis Sepulveda, brings out the pooper scooper. But she's refilling all the enrichment items and refilling the food trough as well. Mechanic is on the fence line. That is looking good. Oh, another black wildebeest has kicked the bucket, unfortunately. We'll have to see how our black wildebeest are doing as far as the animal composition is concerned. Yeah, 14 adults still. So the black wildebeests are not in any danger of feeling lonely or anything like that. Vet is bringing back an animal. Didn't know one was injured, but they could have got injured at the end of the last episode. And that is going to be our warthog Adisola. Male warthog is in, ready to go, and our vet should clean up our body over here. And indeed, it does look like he's on the way. Springbok OR T75 L58 F83 I83, probably named after their genes. Those are some power players right there. They're not in the realm of immersion. They are at a quick glance. What is the stats of the Springbok here? Broken barrier, Rotro Raggy. Okay, we're going to have to see where this broken barrier is. In Habitat 20. Yeah, that's a broken barrier. Okay. Yeah, let's call the mechanic quick, fast, and in a hurry. And once these elephants get out, we'll do an emergency capture and just keep them in the box. Hey, you folks wanted to see an elephant up close? Actually, the elephant's doing an okay job of staying in. It looks like the elephants just can't be bothered. And this mechanic's like, okay, sorry. I was on my way to repair it, and, you know, I got sidetracked. I had to take a lunch. And Union, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we couldn't get to that. Couldn't get to that fence. But the fence should be repaired up. Well, I mean, it should have been repaired up. Tell you what. The mechanic is constantly trying to repair the fences. The elephant is destroying it. Now, is this elephant unhappy? No, not really. The elephant is just going about its business. And the poor mechanic is trying to keep up. So we have a battle of wits. Who is smarter? The elephant, who keeps knocking down the barrier, or the mechanic, who is trying to keep that barrier up? Black wildebeest about to inbreed? I think not. We'll release a ballerina into the wild. So that ballerina can just pirouette on out, and that will be the end of it. So it'll be interesting to see, is this elephant continuing to bust down the fence? Is our mechanic doing a good job? 54% needs a mechanic. Mechanic is still doing okay. It would make me feel a whole lot better if that mechanic were to fix that up to 100%. Who is our mechanic on duty here? We got Chiche McBride, who is a skilled mechanic. That's probably good. A one-star mechanic may not have gotten the fence up in time, and that elephant might have busted through, and yeah, that elephant is just continuing to bust through, and our poor mechanic is struggling to keep up. Is it the fact that you don't have a male in here? You could just be just plain old upset. Tell you what, how about this? If we box the animal, and then we move the animal away from the fence, And we move the elephant like all the way back here. Away from the fence you go. Just have a sleep. Who dead? Montifa. Oh, one of our zebras. All right, zebra. How is the rest of the zebra population feeling? Okay, so we do need an adult zebra up in here. Hopefully we can buy one for money. We're going to take a look and see how many we actually have. I'm not entirely sure. So we've got 2 females. We need a male. Easy enough. Let's go ahead and go to the animal market, reset our filters, and find ourselves another plain zebra, so that they don't get all mad and try to bust out the, try to bust down that brick wall. Because I think that would hurt quite a bit, if I'm honest, trying to bust down a wall. All right, 465, we can't afford any of those. Yeah, we're at the point now. There's a male for 286, sold. Let's get Njau in here. Adopt from the Frontier Zoo, please. Go ahead and adopt. There we go. All right, go ahead and schedule that move, and off you go. So then the zebras should be happy. And we have a diseased Siberian tiger with clamptobacteriosis. And if memory serves, in our vet research, we fully researched clamptobacteriosis, which greatly decreases the likelihood of animals catching the disease, reduces recovery time, and delays time of death. And you know what? In the last couple episodes, we've had 2 animals get clamptobacteriosis, so the disease risk is real for sure. But here comes our next zebra. Welcome to the pen there, Njau, who is the alpha, and everything is good on the social ladder. Is our elephant still causing issues? Yeah, our elephant has busted out. Emergency capture, please. And are you going to bust out too? There, Aluna? No, our mechanic got the fence up just in time. But are you going to bust it down? That indeed is the question. Caretaker coming to pick up the elephant, nice and strong. Now, hopefully that buys our mechanic enough time to get this open. So this fence is good. Yeah, 99% on the fence. So hopefully our elephant will stop trying to bust the wall down, because we cannot afford a male just yet. It would be amazing if we could get an African elephant in here, a male, so that they feel nice and happy. I mean, it's kind of like Jurassic World Evolution, where if the dinosaur is unhappy, he tries to bust the fence down. But the elephants aren't unhappy. The social population is the only thing that we're a little bit short on. And until we can get that fixed, we may be at an impasse. All right. Now, are you going to be cool, or did you just need to take a dump? Is that all you needed? Yeah, looks like all Almarose needed was to take a dump, and she'd be fine. I don't know if, like, the game maybe got hung, so she busted down the fence, and until she got out and was captured, she would continue to bust down the fence, like, no matter what. And now that we sort of reset her and got her in the pen, she's like, okay, yeah, it's actually not bad. But either way, our fence is at 100% thanks to our intrepid mechanic, who kept doing all kinds of stuff. So Limber the black wildebeest has died, and Monifa, the other zebra, still hasn't been picked up yet. So vets are, hey, I mean, you literally walked in here, saw the dead zebra, snowed under with task, I imagine so. We may need to hire another group of veterinarians, since we've got 2 doing research. That's taking away from our staff availability. So how many veterinarians do we have, and are they swamped? Probably so. There's all of our vendors. Most of them are overworked. Like, some of them are overworked, some of them are underworked. There's all of our keepers. There's our caretakers. Okay, where in the world is our veterinarians? Keepers, mechanics, security guards, vendors, vets. Yeah, work zone 1, 2, and 3 have a lot of need for vets. So let's put down 3 more. Welcome, 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 all y'all. Yeah, and vet, they're immediately getting to work. Those two have split. Now, until they're done with those tasks, I'm not going to put them in a work zone. They can be some floating veterinarians. But this vet didn't waste any time getting to work. That is for sure. Hired and go. You must have just got out of medical school. There's Zelda Bauman. Removing carcass. That's good. Man, Limber and Nia. And an aardvark, Rashida. So the Grim Reaper has definitely come to visit the zoo. That is for sure. What is our aardvark population like here? So we've just got 1 male. And I don't know if the male can live happily on his own, or do we need to get another female in here? Let me take a look at the Zoopedia. Pretty sure, yeah, 1 to 2. We can get a female aardvark in here just for principle. All right, female aardvarks for 1,300. Who is our best female? Let's see, 67 fertility, nice and immune. Oh, we'll adopt her. She's more immune and just as fertile. All right, scheduled that delivery. And now that the snowfall is coming, some of these exhibits might get snow, and a reticulated giraffe is dead. Yeah, so everyone in this exhibit is dying at about the same time, which is crazy to think. But hey, mechanic research is done. We were looking at more shelters and climbing blueprints. That mechanic can stay on that. And now we have not an ideal temperature, so let me get these elephants squared away. Let me get the wild dogs squared away. I'll get all kinds of heaters down and get these animals back to where they should be, and I will be right back. All right, elephants are now in their ideal temperature range, as well as our dogs. And vet research is done. Okay, does that complete our animals? That is the Formosan black bear done. And we were also working on the Bornean orangutan. Basically, I want to get the animals that are up front and the ones that people are going to look at the most looked at first. That would probably be the... Let's see, the aardvarks are the first in the zoo. If we got some sort of big bonus from the aardvark, that would be really, really good. Where is... So Angelique is doing that. There's Noelle. Noelle, get on that aardvark. Finish up the aardvark, please. And I hope that that will allow more education for that aardvark. The Bornean orangutan. Yeah, 50% education bonus at level 3. 33% education bonus at level 7, and another 25% at level 10. That is a lot of stuff to learn for sure. And then Noelle is looking at the aardvark that didn't have that many spaces. But we'll get a 33% boost there and a 25% boost on the last rotation. So that's all well and good. Hippopotamus with the low welfare, low social. So not enough space. All right, what is your habitat like here? So what in the gravy happened? Did we have another... Oh, we've got 5 adults in here. So that is indeed the kicker. 5 hippos trying to share the same space. We've got 5 adults. Holy crap on a cracker. Let's take a look then at all of our hippos and find the ones that... Yeah, 2 youths, 3 females, 4 males. And let's make sure that I know their social standing here. 3 need to be in the pen. So that's 1 male and 2 female adults. So that is going to be easy to sort out. Let's go ahead and get Adebayo and Antiwa. Yeah, we'll release Adebayo. Nice, that's 268 conservation credits. That's what I like to see. All right, Antiwa. Let's also release you to the wild. Get 249 conservation credits. And then we'll release 1 more male. Gyasi. All right, so that was a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal indeed. And is Mibo? Okay, we can't send her out to the wild. Can't do Nigabale either. Or Cheapo. Well, Cheapo is a youth. But that should be fine now. If I look at the adult population here. Okay, so we actually need one more adult for them to be happy. So those are the kids. What is their space like? Barely making it. So one more adult is going to be sort of the tipping point. Exhibit animals. So probably that needs to be clean. I'll take a look at that here in a second. All right, so we have 2 adults and a Zamibo, the female, and then we have Negabale, the female. Do we get away? Well, it just depends on, let's see, a juvenile 0.4 years old. They're not going to become a full adult male anytime soon. 0.1 year old. So I don't know if we can get another male hippo in here for cheap. Like, if we can buy one for cash, that's no question. I'll spend whatever I need to spend getting a male hippo in here. But we may need to extend the exhibit out just a bit. The more, what is the cheapest male? 200? That's actually not bad. Sifu. Oh, and nice and fertile and immune from pandemia. That's what I'm talking about. So overall, a good net gain. I think we actually traded out for more than 200 and then bought one back. So it was still a net gain of like 40 or 50 conservation credits when it's all said and done. And who has low welfare? Our scorpions do. Is it your... No, it's your social health. I imagine you have way too many scorpions up in this piece. Yeah, 12 and 7. So let's thin out the herd, shall we? Let's get rid of Amamamaru. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Send to the trading center. And let's get the bottom females out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Send to the trade. 8, 9, 10, 11. And that should be fine. So Adia and Edatia. 1 and 1. So that will solve that issue, and we should get back a lot of money from these scorpions in our trading center. $7,000. So nice. Our scorpions are fine. Their social health is all well and good. Did we unlock any new... Hey, the exhibit species welfare. Increase the average to over 73%. $3,000 more dollars for us. All right. An African dog is about to have offspring, so our brand new dogs playing with the ball and about to have puppies. So that is a good way to end the episode. Offspring imminent. And I believe that they can run in a big pack. They can have many dogs in this exhibit. It just comes down to how much space they have. But there we go. So we have Noko Sozana, the female, and we have Obi Julu, the male. So 1 male, 1 female, and we have puppies. So little African wild dogs born in captivity. Vet research is done here, and that is going to be on our aardvark. Continue to learn about that aardvark so we can push that education score up for the aardvark quite high and get into that 4-star rating. So that will do it for me in this episode, everyone. We'll see Snubsy. We'll say hi to Snubsy, say hello, and then we have Raylet saying hello as well. So this episode, we had some wild dogs put down. We also had some unruly elephant, or at least one unruly elephant, and a brief little spat of snow back up to 18 degrees Celsius. Not bad. And now everybody is just chilling and relaxing. How is our boot? I'm from Canada. How is our boot doing? Okay, so potential yearly income $200. Yeah, I believe our monorail is doing the heavy lifting when it comes to our rides. Once our engineer gets done with those exhibits, or the climbing area, we might do some more rides. Yeah, we made 40 grand over its lifetime. We can make 3 grand on that. So as long as we keep this running, we can keep the other one running without going into the hole. So that is all well and good. Let's go ahead and get some more lighting over here in this area. And I tell you, this is kind of creepy crawly. Yeah, let's put this over here by the security camera. Get some lighting along the path here. I don't know if the guests actually acknowledge the lighting, but it certainly wouldn't hurt to have some lighting here in front of the African wild dogs, and indeed around the backside where we have no power. Now, we've got a solar panel here. So because it's nighttime, do we not have power here? That would make sense. No, it's actually just on the cusp of being out of the power. We have sort of this Mickey Mouse situation here where the light is just in the groove of not being in power. Now that would be an interesting thing to see. Solar powered power goes out at night, almost like they don't have batteries. Baird's tapir dying. That's Guatemala. Guatemoc. Is our other Baird's tapir fine with this situation? Yeah, there's too many adults anyway. There's 3 in here, and we only need 2. All right, so Guatemoc actually has kicked the bucket. Unless there's another Guatemoc in here, but I don't know if there is. So we have Cetalic. Yeah, that improved. Or is there like... No, here they go. 1, 2, 3. So Guatemoc is a 1149 male. And then we have female and hiding in the bush. That's an interesting noise that they make. And this other male is injured. You are not the alpha. And he's out of there. Anywho, we'll cancel that move. And we will just box him up and ship him home. If we can. It'll be interesting to see what we can do here, because the vet is going to take him out, and is the vet going to... Okay, so the vet is just going to go anyway. That's fine. New vet research done. That is going to be on our aardvark. Chewing through the aardvark very quickly. After the aardvark, I think our tortoise would be next up to research, since they're just sort of right along the entrance path. And we'll have to look out for that Baird's tapir and see when he comes back, we can kick him out. He's not the alpha anyway. Matter of fact, can we do it from here? So Siddeley, yeah, we can't select Siddeley until he gets back in the enclosure. That's fine. Hopefully our education rating will get boosted here in the next 10 months thanks to our veterinarians' hard work, and we are churning and burning. Yeah, our tortoises, that is just a crazy amount of tortoises running around. Are they fine? No, they're not. Way too many adults. All right, so let's cull the herd a bit as far as our tortoises are concerned. So 14 youths. We have 15 males and 5 females. Do we have sort of an alpha male? So that's Ada Lobola. And that is a gold male at 1875. 1968, that's pretty good appeal. 1875 male. So are all these males 1875? I think so. So we'll release that one to the wild. 88 conservation credits there. Then we also have another male here at 1915. So that male has now inherited top billing here. All right, so there's our female. What is our adult population like now? 4? All right, so everybody's happy now. That's a lot of tortoises. So yeah, we'll work on the education of the tortoise. Don't know what happened to this sign, but this is our bongo. Maybe the board was broken. Let's take a look at the security and just see if there were some crime done. Yeah, habitat, speaker. We'll replace all those for 130. That is not bad. And I think that will do it for this particular episode. So aardvarks are fine. Aardvarks are okay. Nice and not stressed. That's good. We'll work on our tortoise research next, then our bongo, since that's probably what most people are going to see. We also have to turn on our Chinese pangolin board. Now, actually, it looks as if we don't have any animals in here at all. No, indeed. All right, so let's plop down a couple Chinese pangolin. I believe they were available for cash, if memory serves. And I'm actually surprised I can remember which animals went in this place. It seemed like so long ago that we put down Chinese pangolin. Yeah, we got female and male. Are they fine with just a male-female combo? They might be. Let me take a look. Yeah, they're actually fine by themselves, it looks like. So we'll get a male and a female Chinese pangolin up in here. Hopefully for cash. So female for 302, we will adopt her. Come on now. We will adopt her. There we go. And move her on in there. And then we will find a male to accompany her with. 500? No, I don't want to spend conservation credits. 262. Adopt there. Very good fertility, very good immunity. That's what I like to see. There we go. Male and female Chinese pangolin back in the zoo. We also have vet research done again, and that is going to be the second part of our Bornean orangutan. And with that being our most appealing animal in the entire zoo, I'm thinking a lot of people are coming to see him. And if that is the case, we want the education of that Bornean orangutan to be second to none, off the chain. Like, really, really good. And I believe, yes, indeed. So by the jaguar, our Bornean orangutan. So we got a lot of people around here looking to see the Bornean orangutan. And we actually don't have any education speakers over here. So it's a good thing we looked. Consider your fine selves educated, everyone, about the wonders of the Bornean orangutan while we do research. And we'll try to get right there in between. So as they walk around the corner, they'll hear about the anteater, and then they'll hear about the Bornean orangutan, and then they will hear all about, who is this? Our jaguar. So very, very cool. Is that research done again? Tell you, we are eating through that aardvark research. So in the next episode, we'll probably be moving on to the tortoise research and continuing knocking out as much education as possible. And hopefully our unruly elephants will stay nice and calm. But that will do it for me in this episode, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next Planet Zoo video. Take care.